Fuck making friends. Hi, and welcome to the overdue episode of Bluntly Honest, a show where I am openly honest to the point that it scares me. And fuck trying to make friends. Like, why even bother? What do you even get out of it? I get a shit ton out of it. It's just too hard. Too much work. I'm too self-destructive. That's what we're going to talk about today. Why I cannot make friends. I'm too self-destructive. Why even bother? Just too hard. Too much work. This concept I've probably spent too much time thinking about. And that's probably why it's so difficult and so damning. It's really nice out today. It's too hot, but it's really nice out. When it comes to making friends, I put myself in a self-destructive spiral of, well, destruction. I make a friend, everything's fine, but then I come to the point where I'm like, okay, now what? And I get in my head, are we actually friends? What level of friends are we? And I, not having a lot of friends, overvalue my friendship with them. But then I go even further into my head, and I'm like, oh, they don't value it the same way I do. They don't value it at all. And then I end up ghosting them. I just don't talk to them because we've gotten to a point where, and this might be the only thing that's true, is we get to a point where neither of us are putting in the work. And I don't know what work I need to put in, I think. Or I'm just not up to putting the work in. And they're getting the message that their work was for nothing. And I don't want to be friends. When in reality, that's really all I really want. In most cases. I mean, I have come across people that I'm like, no, I do not want to be friends with you. And usually I'll make that known. Not verbally, but like in subtle behavior. I also, like a month ago, had a very almost eye-opening conversation with someone who I look to as the epitome of extroverted behavior and personality. And we got into the subject of anxieties, and he revealed that, like, he used to be like me. And at some point, he busted through a metaphorical wall of realization that I guess I don't even know what it is, because I haven't found it. I have not found the metaphorical sledgehammer that is powerful enough to free me from the bullshit that I put myself into. And I think I'm at a good, no, I'm at a horrible place, but I have come to terms with what is and what is not. I know that I should not give a shit about what people think, and I should be myself. I should live for myself and not put myself through this shit. but I've spent so many, like 20 years, just thinking this one thing, and only now am I having to, or realizing that there is another way to internalize all this. And in his case, it was brought on by shrooms and joining the military. Two things that I can't see myself doing. Although I never saw myself smoking weed. And well, yeah. As an introvert, many of my friends only come in the form of extroverts that have adopted me. And that's where the spiral kind of starts. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're friends. Okay. But then I get into my head and I come up with the idea that they're an extrovert, they're just friends with everyone. So at the point where they kind of fall off and stop really being friends with me because I'm not being friends with them, because that's not who I am, because I don't think that they're friends with me because they're friends with everyone, if that makes sense.
That's too much information!
And a real life example of all my shit is a few months ago I met this person, very nice person, very friendly, very extroverted, and I would consider us friends. And it got to a point where I think I just didn't know how to be friends. I think it's really all. There's some concepts I think that I put roadblocks in front of myself for. Well, I believe we have a very valued friendship. It's not valued, and I put it on a pedestal. So even before the friendship is something legitimate, I think it's really worth something. When in fact it is worth something to me. Great deal. Really. So in this one case, we were friends, kind of, and I guess we got to a point where things happened and they didn't talk to me, and being who I am, I just took that as, no, we're not friends anymore. And I have to respect that because, well, I'm a people pleaser, and if someone doesn't seem to want to talk to me, I'm not gonna put in the energy to talk to them out of respect for their desires. And I end up ghosting them, and our friendship just falls down a pit of death. No longer is a thing. So now we're just at this point where I think neither of us are really wanting to do anything about it. We're just not friends anymore. It's just like neither of us, I think, know the other person's side of the story. So we're both kind of just making our own assumptions. And we're just both blind. And that's why I really have not made a friend in it's been 4 years now. Yeah. Well, maybe more like 3. Some people just always be friends because they don't want to not be friends.